finally emerge out of the tunnel this afternoon, so we will now bring you the lineups for the team this afternoon with our hosts today, Slough Town. In goal will be Charlie Horlock at number 2 and captain Josh Jackman. 3 returning to the side will be Lewis Michio. 4 Edon Pruti. 9 Slavi Sparzov. 13 is Brian Nelson. 14 Scott Davis. 15 Henry Ochieng. 16 Dan Roth. 20 Johnny Goddard. And 23 David O'Connor. As Josh Chapman receives a guard of honour from both sides as he emerges now for what will be his final Slough Town appearance, having made over 300 for the club. Just going then through the subs for Slough this afternoon. Returning to the benches, Jean-Mal Prosper, number 6, 11 Francis Armati, 24 Jack Timberlake, 26 Owen Rennie and 28 Aaron White. For our visitors this afternoon will be number 1 Max Merrick, 3 Henry Jeffcott, 5 Jonathan Page, 7 Gianni Critchlow, 8 Josh Keir, 9 James Roberts, 11 Ibrahim Jallo, 12 George Hunt, 19 Archie Taylor, 25 Harry Gardner and 31 is Alfie Williams. On the bench for the Beavers this afternoon will be 17 Bunmi Babajide, 18 Renedy Masambu, 23 Rudy Allen, 28 Xander Saziba and 29 is Callum O'Keefe. 16 or so yards away from the byline. Looking for some options, obviously no Guy Hollis long throw. Exchanging passes though with Goddard in towards the near post. Does find the head of Sparzov, but just can't quite get that angle right at the near post. Goes into the feet of James Roberts, but is dispossessed by Slough. Nelson plays the ball out to the right hand side towards O'Connor. A little bit of an under-hit pass there, just leaves Roth in trouble. Hampton able to counter, and a through ball there finds the feet of James Roberts on the edge of the area, but great covering tackle by Michio. The resulting shot in there is deflected out for a corner, but a couple of scares in there for Slough in the first real excitement of the half. But encouraging 17 and a half minutes so far for the youngster. Roth just getting in the ball headed first. Sparzov just on the edge of the area, just does a few little step overs, goes down I think a little bit cheaply, looking for a penalty, not given, much to the frustration of Slough's number 9. Page with the ball into the feet of Hunt back to Taylor back into the feet of Page now, a bit of time to turn, plays the ball over the head of Davies towards Jallo, just can't quite get his header right. 22 minutes played here at Arbour Park. Jeffcott with the ball at the moment, just in the left-back position. Let's go back to Merrick under pressure from Sparzov. Does a little drag back and does well to get the ball away. Critchlow flicks on to James Roberts and then makes that return run. But Horlock is well positioned just to come out and pick that ball up outside, pick it up outside of his area. And a long ball forwards there is pinged back across. Unfortunately for Horlock, and unfortunately for Roberts, the bounce of the turf has taken it over the bar with Horlock beaten.
I, for one moment, thought that was going through his hands into the net, didn't it? Well, it looked like it was anyway.
Scrambling back across his goal. Slough now just trying to progress down this left-hand side through Goddard. Slavi Sparzov with a run outside, just doesn't quite get his angles right, and his low side-footed effort goes straight into the hands of Max Merrick, placed in the centre of the goal. Now, but Slough are able to bring the ball down and find the feet of Scott Davis. Searching ball out towards O'Connor, cut out by Jeffcott. Both sides contesting. The ball's now broken into the feet of O'Connor, drives in from that right-hand side, but his low shot has the sting taken out of it by the boots of Harry Gardner, and it's in the end a comfortable collection for Max Merrick. Critchlow back into the feet of Taylor, just to the side of the area. Critchlow just picking the ball up deep, turning from the feet of Hunt on the turn. Plays out to Roberts, just trying with outside of the boot, flicks. It's cleared away by Slough. Into Michio with the ball just down that left-hand channel, finds Sparzov just inside the Hampton area, just using his feet, just trying to cut inside, comes into the middle to Goddard. Goddard's drive from the middle, can't quite keep it down though. It's gone over the bar. Realistically there, you would have thought you've got to hit the target from Goddard.
At least there from that position. It was a great ball there, through from Sparzov, laid it on a plate from really, he probably had another, maybe a few seconds to even take another touch, but definitely had to test the keeper there, and still we wait for a clear-cut chance, bar of course the one for Hampton earlier in the half.
George Wells was the other one, 117 appearances alongside Jackman. As Ogbonna here inside the area from a narrow angle though, forces a save from Merrick in the early 30 seconds of this opening second half. Excellent. I don't think anyone is going to be making 300 appearances again for a little while. Slough win that ball high up. Ogbonna plays in, Sparzov driving towards the area. It's just shut down a little bit of space, a low drive though, saved well by Merrick. Gone out to the side, and Ogbonna will just let that ball run out of play, but a strong opening minute to the second half here from the Rebels. We will have a free kick for Slough, which Davies has stood over, just diagonally floating that ball across. Flipped on by Prosper, falls at the feet of Brutti. A good shot on the turn there, but it's relatively comfortable playing for Merrick. Charming, just a camp. Yeah, thanks, Dave. Roadhouse Rebel there just confirming what I think we'd covered off. We had another screen open in front of the chat, so I've only just seen there Roadhouse Rebel just confirming there that league record attendance of 1849. Breakaway though, Ogbonna is played in, just under pressure in there though from Masampu, and he's just sort of knocked off balance there as he tried to sort of roll one into the far corner, and Slough just looking to progress now into the Hampton half, and again Ogbonna just getting in behind the back, just down the other channel this time, bundled over and inside the area by Masampu, who had got the wrong side of the defender, having burst into the box, and it's a yellow card for Masampu. It will be a penalty for Slough.
At one point, Gary, it didn't look like he was going to give it.
Yeah, there's no sort of extra couple of million quid for finishing a place above, but it will be Sparzov to take this, and you never know, it might come off the post and jump in the face or something to go in. Sparzov though just looking to take his run up. Takes a deep intake of breath. It's a little couple of trots as he begins his run up, and then finds the ball off to the left-hand side. And as you can hear from the cheers around us, finds the back of the net to put the Rebels in front. 1-0 Slough.
And finally we get that breakthrough. Hopefully now we can get a few more to end the season.
Those changes. Skips past the challenge of Jackman just out on that right hand side. Ball past Michio now. It's pinged in at the near post. It's kind of struck into Horlock rather than making a save, but Slough are able to get the ball partially away in there with the sample. Square ball is given away to Goddard. Goddard plays into the run of David Ogbonna. I think his shot there across to Max Merrick's left-hand side was a little bit telegraphed by the keeper, and he saves off to his left-hand side. Delivers towards the back post. Headed back across by Aaron White. Breaks out to the edge of the area, and it falls at the feet of Goddard. Takes a bit of a deflection off of one of the Hampton players, and Merrick acrobatically just trying to spring way beyond his post just to try and keep that ball in play at the expense of another corner, but can't do so. It will be Michio again just looking to deliver this ball in. Jackman prominent there in the middle. It's flicked on at the near post by Prosper. Jackman there in the near post, and it's scrambled, and it's eventually landed on the roof of the net, but Jackman in there would nearly that sort of final finale on what will be his final appearance this time. Ball in towards the middle. It's not quite dealt with by the Hampton defence. Aaron White's high looping header though is claimed around the penalty spot by Max Merrick.
Oh, bit of an unorthodox
was going to
from
try
the
a
keeper.
drop kick and then changed his mind once he dropped the ball, so then had to play it from feet on the edge of his area. And the ball out now to this left-hand channel. Sees it collected by the feet of James Roberts, just trying to find a bit of space. Delivers one in towards the back post. Initial shot in there from Saziva is blocked. Has come out to the edge to Kia. That's blocked by Jean-Marc Prosper, and again it fell to Kia. His deflected effort this time is kept in play by Charlie Horlock. To Williams, just on this near touchline to us, just on near the halfway line. Archie wins the ball back from Page. Plays the ball forward into Goddard. Goddard now just driving forward. Plays the ball down the right-hand side to Ogbonna. And just dinks it up towards the back post. Sparzov unselfishly heads it back. Reddy's effort bounces and it's cleared off the line.
And what a first goal that would have been for the young man.
unselfish in there from Sparsov. A few little step overs in there up against Archie Taylor. Just sees Sparsov go down on the edge again. And of course it won't be Goddard or Ogbonna, it will be Josh Chapman is replaced, probably to receive a standing ovation from all around the ground here. What will be his final ever appearance in a Slough shirt at Arbour Park. People stood up all around us here in the main stand here just to give that acknowledgement for that length of service. Even the Hampton manager, Alan Julian, there encouraging his players just to applaud off Josh Chapman. 309 appearances for the Rebels in his time here. What a fantastic servant he has been for the club. Lots of handshakes, lots of celebration there for the Rebels captain. Selfies with supporters. Right now with the ball, just looking for the overlap of Dan Roth. Fires the ball into Jack Timberlake inside the area. Gets touched, forces it backwards, comes back to Prosper. Prosper now out to the right-hand side into the feet of Goddard. Just rolls the bottom of his foot over the ball before cutting inside. Plays the ball through into Jack Timberlake. Just narrow angle though, has to sort of turn and cut around from the right-hand side. His low cross though is cut out by Alfie Williams.
Of course, at the moment it is Scott Davis 1, Alan Julian 0. Keeper is on his own, as we've just noticed.
Yeah, there is a short option available. It's delivered in towards the back post, headed back across by Josh Keir. And James Roberts there with a header over the bar. The centre circle. And he just gets a little bit of a foot there and then Goddard to play the ball back to Prosper. Ball forwards headed on by Ogbonna into the feet of Timberlake, who's then just the sandwich between Rudy Allen and Callum O'Keefe. As referee Stacey Pearson comes across to issue a red card to Scott Davis.
Oh, do we know what that was for?
Not entirely sure what it was for, but there's certainly a large degree of protest from the rest of the Slough bench. Played for a Hampton throw-in. Throw-in comes back into the feet of Masamba, trying a long high ball diagonal across into the area. Zeba did try and contest, but there's never any near winner on that. And that brings us to a close, and it will be back-to-back wins for the Rebels to see out the 24-25 season after a 1-0 win here against Hampton and Richmond this afternoon. Slavy Sparsov second half penalty enough to separate the two sides.